attacked so many times. Death threats, I've been sexualized, I've been threatened, I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time.
What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. And old Angel Reese seems to be influxed, after the Hawkeyes snatched their hearts away. And Caitlin Clark, man, sensational. You guys must check out my Caitlin Clark video. This young lady is marvelous for the game. But I want to touch bases on Angel Reese, as now it seems, she's turning the page, and not going to say she's playing victim, but in this moment I just feel like, hey, you lost the game. We all go through things. To me, I just feel like, if it was a win, would we see this Angel Reese? But before I continue to elaborate, I want to ask you guys to do me a huge favor. I need you guys to hit that like button. Let's get the likes up in this video, because I have a lot to say about this, and it may not be what you guys like, but I'm going to do the best of my knowledge. So hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button. Back to the video. Angel Reese, man, I will give this to her. She played a dog game last night, man. Like, I saw her in the moment be aggressive. I saw her at times, it looks like she was just throwing that damn ball up, but it was going in. She showed me a lot of grit. She showed me that she does deserve to be in the spotlight. She does deserve, to have all of the recognition. But the difference between her and Caitlin Clark, and I said this, is the way that she carried herself. And I'm saying this as a black African American, right? I'm a black African American man. And for some reason, when I speak out against things that I feel like represent us as a whole, I get backlash about it. But I just feel like Angel Reese could have done a better display of professionalism. I get it, it's trash talk, but she highlighted in this video that ever since she won the national championship, she's been public enemy number one. And I get it, and it's a heat of the moment. Kim Mulkey, or however you say her name, I really do like her, man. She's an outstanding coach. She seems like she was raised in the hood, man. She just got some grit to her, and she has the right attitude to be the coach for that team. And I think that she does phenomenal coaching for women's college basketball. So let's give kudos to her. Flau'jae, to me, is the best player on that team. And I feel like a lot of the Angel Reese criticism comes from her attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like, her and Shedeur Sanders. Angel Reese and Shedeur Sanders remind me so much of each other, except Angel Reese wasn't born with a silver spoon in her mouth. But we see the videos of Shedeur Sanders. He's even worse than Caleb Williams to me when it comes to just showboating and putting it in people's face, the money, the watch. And to him, he's in a moment. You got little girls around his age telling him that he looks cool. He's going to keep doing it. You had the same thing with Angel Reese. Unfortunately, they lost the game last night, but not only the better team, the better person, man, took that game over. I think Caitlin Clark hit 41 of them bad boys. And it was just remarkable, outstanding to watch that performance. And here we go with Angel Reese. Everything with Angel Reese, I'll tell you guys, I just don't like some of the things. Like, everything has to be color coded, right? Everything has to be black versus white. Hopefully black little girls see this and they want to look up, they can be inspired. Like, I get your approach, but I'm also one of those men and people of black America that just feels like you don't necessarily have to allude to that whether you're winning or losing. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're losing, because it comes off as a excuse for the media not to attack you the way that they should. Maybe they should pull back because they see your tears. But Angel Reese caused a lot of this on her own, because we remember she came out, she got the Fashion Nova deal, the NIL money. And I would not be surprised if the same things eventually happen to Shedeur Sanders, because what you do is you create more enemies through your flashy behaviors than the support. Now, let's look at Caitlin Clark for an example. Popular opinion. Look at how she carries herself. She seems buttoned up. Look at how Steph Curry carries himself. He seems buttoned up. Even though we glam and ooh and ah at LeBron James, look at the way Steph Curry never wants the attention. He never wants to put a crown over his head. He never goes out and says, I'm the best. Literally, Steph Curry has bust LeBron James more than anybody in the NBA, and he does not crown himself as the GOAT. But yet we see LeBron James do that. And Angel Reese was kind of on the same path. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin Clark, she's buttoned up. She just seems like it's almost like this girl served in the military before. The way she carries herself, like their respect for herself, her family, her fans, her school, that's admirable, right? You know what I'm saying? But you know, you don't find any type of distasteful behavior with it because it comes off as authentic. But when you see what Angel Reese is doing with the taunting, and you see the "you can't see me," you see the whole just like diva-ish attitude, that'll make a lot of people not like you, because what it says is you're overly spoiled, overly cocky, and none of us can really feel like you. We can't relate to that, but we can relate to the underdog. We can relate to the person that's just shutting up and playing basketball. The way that Caitlin Clark plays with passion. It's no coincidence that Ice Cube wants to sign just this young lady to a $5 million Big 3 deal. Think about it. If Angel Reese was so good as she may think she is, right? And she's great. She's a good player. But Caitlin Clark is great. I mean, outstanding, generational talent. It's just out there in your face for you to see. You can't dispute it. As much as black people want to go against me or any other black person that comes out and just speaks with some sense, because we don't want to be looked at and labeled as, you know, the energy or behaviors that Angel Reese was displaying, because I found it distasteful. That doesn't make me against my people, but that's just not the type of mentality or upbringing I would raise my kids to have, me personally. And I feel like a lot of other people resonated with that. And we can say all we want, like Angel Reese says, oh, when a white person does this, it's not the same. Well, that's most of America. So you saying that, I'm not saying it's okay, but I think that if you use that as an excuse in that moment, when we know what we saw, right? We just saw competitive basketball. And of course, all of the groupies who think Angel Reese is this and that, they're going to side with her. But I noticed something this year. This season, it seems like a lot of people, I watch the Shade Room, right? I see Poetic Justice, Justin LeBoy. I watch all these posts. Bleacher Report. I see all these posts that repost Angel Reese, and I go to the comments, and it's nothing but African American brother and sisters going at her. So it lets me know that the support for her is dwindling down, and that a lot of people are seeing what I'm talking about. That's just fact. You can go check it out. You can go look at it all you want. But the way that Angel Reese, you know, her missing school, the GPA dropping, you know, being out the country with some immature boyfriend, getting his name tatted on him, all of the stuff that we want to be represented as, that's what she displayed. But then you see America's sweetheart in a way, Caitlin Clark, button up, showing up every day. It's nothing but basketball. No cockiness, no arrogance. Just seems like a woman that's very happy to be in a position. And what she's doing is what Angel Reese is speaking about, motivating kids. Caitlin Clark is doing that, but she isn't going around saying, hey, I hope to inspire this, or maybe all the white kids can look up to me and do this. That's what I have a problem with, because everything does not have to relate to this type of topic. And everything, as you guys saw in the video, everything doesn't have to be that way. And let's play the rest of this video so you guys can grasp what I mean.
I have great teammates. I have a great support system. I got my hometown. I got my family that stands up for me. I don't really get to speak out on things just because I just try to ignore, and I just try to stand strong. Like, I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time. And I just try to stand strong for my teammates, because I don't want them to see me down and like not be there for them. So I just want them to always just know, like, I'm still a human. Like, all this has happened since I won the national championship, and I said the other day, I haven't had peace since then. And it sucks, but I still wouldn't change. I wouldn't change anything, and I would still sit here and say, like, I'm unapologetically me. I'm gonna always leave that mark and be who I am and stand on that. And hopefully the little girls that look up to me, and hopefully I give them some type of inspiration that, you know, hopefully it's not this hard, all the things that come at you, but keep being who you are, keep waking up every day, keep being motivated, staying who you are, staying 10 toes, don't back down, and just be confident.
So yeah, that's the video we had, and we saw where Flau'jae came in, and she was basically saying that, and I gotta pull it up here, everybody can have their opinion on Angel Reese, but y'all don't know her. Y'all don't know Angel Reese, Johnson said, later adding, the crown she wears is heavy, bro. Johnson then called out the media for vilifying Reese, saying that her teammate makes her a better player. No, Flau'jae Johnson, you are a victim of the moment. And the truth is, Angel Reese put herself in that predicament with her gestures, with her nasty attitude, with the way she's acting. And I'm all for the sister hooping out. Notice I gave her kudos. She played a dog game. She did her thing. But the damage has already been done. It's like Draymond Green. Like, you hate him, then you love him, then you love him, then you hate him. You know, like, I'm not going to say she's on that level. I think she's more just an annoyance. And I think that, you know, it's best for her, you know, to prepare herself for the WNBA, because neither her or Caitlin Clark may not get this recognition that they are getting. Although I watched and read certain reports where WNBA players are already talking down on Angel Reese, but they're uplifting Caitlin Clark. And guess what, guys? These WNBA players are black. So not only on the outside looking in as a fan, but I'm also looking at the way her energy rubs professional WNBA players already. And what I'm saying is truth. And I know that it's opinion based, but I think that it's more factual than opinion at this point. And, you know, she said that she's going to unapologetically be me. Well, then don't cry. If you're going to unapologetically be you, then we know going forward to, you know, what to expect from you. And I get it. Maybe in the locker room, only your team sees you, but the whole world saw your behavior. The whole world continued to see your behavior. You know, all summer you was popping your stuff. You was on cloud 9, king of the hill, top of the mountain. And now everything is kind of, you know, being put into perspective. And you're looking like an average basketball player. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody likes to lose. And Caitlin Clark is going to go on and, you know, compete for the title. And, you know, when you're not being discussed, you got to think about it. These are kids, man. Like, in their mind, when they're not being discussed, it's bad for the NIL deals. It's bad for everything, because they have to stay relevant to keep things selling, to keep fans, to keep little black American kids buying their products. And I think that, you know, Angel Reese is having a hard time, you know, dealing with this loss. You know what I'm saying? Because all of this could have been said before the game. We get that you take on a lot, but so does everybody else. You know what I'm saying? There are people out here who have far more terrifying testimonials or stories to tell the world, but what do? They keep it bottled in and they keep going. I'm not saying that this is something that Angel Reese should do. I just think that playing victim after a loss is something that was kind of like not, you know, good for PR, in my opinion. Maybe she just wants to feel human, and I get it. It can be tough, but also look at what you signed up for. Because if you were winning, Angel Reese, if you were on top of, you know, cloud 9 like you were, if you were going to class, if your grades were, you know, not failing and in good standing, guess what? You probably would most likely still be that loudmouth Angel Reese, talking arrogantly, being cocky, doing the "you can't see me." You know what I'm saying? Like, we see Steph Curry shimmy all the time, guys. Like, we see the arrogance from Steph Curry, but let another player do it, right? Let another player do it that's just does not give off everything that Steph Curry represents. No matter if it's black or white, you're gonna say like, nah, that's not really your thing, bro. Like, we seen Chris Paul and other players hit a shot in Steph Curry's face and they try to do it. It just doesn't even look right, because it's not from the originator. And you have style, you have class, you have swag. And Caitlin Clark, man, she reminds me of Steph Curry, guys. I know that a lot of reports may be coming out about that, but she legit reminds me of Steph Curry, man. And it's not even like funny. Like, she's a godsend. And I don't want people to look at this video and think that I'm attacking like black on black. No, it's not that. All I'm saying is that, like, you guys know, right, that somebody has to play victim, and, you know, it's good. You know, it's a good matchup. You know, it really felt like the NCAA title, you know, championship game. And, you know, it was a nice game. They literally blew out the you know, last year during the title run, they blew out, you know, the Hawks. It was just unfortunate this time. You know, Caitlin Clark went to the drawing board and she was able to, you know, come back with vengeance, and she got the W. So you guys take what you want with this and let me know how you feel. Do you guys feel like Angel Reese deserves the harsh criticism? I don't think anybody deserves death threats, first of all. That's out of pocket. That's whack. But nobody deserves death threats. But I would say that most of this stuff is self-inflicted. So you guys weigh in with your thoughts, comments, and concerns, and let me know in the comment section like you often do. If you found any value in my videos, all I ask is that you hit that like button and also subscribe to the YouTube channel for future content. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. Like always, let me know how you charge the game. Peace.